Shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahweh Shai is who the world even calls Jesus the Christ. The Rakakodash is the Holy Spirit in the Paleo Hebrew. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, a great millstone who dwell in the Spirit, bring forth the Most High's truth, Lord willing they can endure and be sincere. Mighty shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth, teaching his word and believing his word. Lord willing the same spirit that you guys can endure and be sincere. Shalom to the Akwathium that are believers of his word. Lord willing you can continue to pursue to be a loving and silent wife and virtuous. And Lord willing the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. Lord willing, this is a faith booster. Eat the meat, spit out the bones. In this video, he is going to say some things that's left because this is really like a Christian interpretation. They don't really understand who the Antichrist is, right? Because it's many multi Antichrists, right? But the Antichrist is really anti-Hamashiach. They're anti-Hamashiach. That's it. And the higher-ups, which are the elites, that is their program to be anti-Hamashiach. And anything that that is connected to Yahushai, like the elect. The whole nation of Israel is connected to Yahushai, but on this side that will be saved is the elect. So Lord willing, this is an edifying video, and Lord willing, it get to the point and you could be motivated. And I'm gonna bring out a few precepts because you have to have faith, right? Watch this movie my wife was watching, and it happened back then. If we knew this truth back then, we would have to have faith that eventually everybody will be able to walk around and it's no racist things going on. I mean, it's still racism going on, right? But the society that we in now, our women became real low. First they wanted to get rights. Now they going overboard. And through faith, we would have had to believe that this was going to happen. But all praise to the Most High who brought forth the increase of the knowledge. And around the 1950s, it did. Salaki. So again, Lord willing, you are edified, and you can take some things from this video. This YouTube page is called Grace for Purpose. You can go look it up. Let me show you. Grace for Purpose is right there. And I'll even subscribe to it, because I see some other videos that they got. So let's see.
I'd like to withdraw some cash, please.
Unfortunately, that won't be possible today, sir.
Why not? It's my money.
You are no longer permitted to withdraw cash since you signed up to a digital wallet. However, you can make any purchase you wish via your card or any other form of digital payment.
Well, I'd like to have some cash, please, so give me my money.
That's not possible, sir. Security?
That'll be $140 today.
There you go.
I'm sorry, sir, we don't accept cash.
That's all I have, so here you are.
I'm sorry, we can only take payment through your card or any digital payment.
Well, what do you expect me to do? This is legal tender. How can you not accept cash when it's all I have?
I'm afraid you're going to have to leave, sir. Security?
Well, I can see here that you have great experience, and we really think you can add something to the company.
Thank you. I'm really eager for the opportunity to work at an organization like this.
Yes, well, we'd really like to get you on board. So let's sort out a few HR issues. Can you just fill out this form? We need your digital ID number here, your digital wallet number here, and a few more details here.
I don't have a digital ID or wallet. Can I just put my normal bank details?
Sorry, we'll need your digital ID for us to offer you the position officially.
But I don't want to have a digital wallet. I've got a normal bank account.
And I'm sorry, we can't offer you the job.
The following is a biblical perspective.
Just a sidebar. The lady said that she don't want to go digital. This goes back to any brother or sister that don't believe or know the system that they're in, we are slaves, man. You know, and all nations from all different backgrounds is gonna get hit with this. Um, not just only Israelites, right? But this story is about Israelites. The story we're living, the life you're living, the main two characters as a nation is the Israelites, the descendants from Jacob, and Esau, the descendants of Esau, really the Edomites, Salaki. The Edomites is the nations that are descendants from Esau, right? Those are the main major characters of this story, right? The story you're living in, you know, the life we're living, we can breathe, walk and talk and have relationships. This is a story, you know, and this is what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai made. This is Baruch chapter 3 verse 8. It said, "Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us." Who has scattered us? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Who put us in captivity? It was all Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. No nation on their own power naturally just put us in captivity. They might think that they did, but it was all this was all the divine power, you know, because we fell away from him. This is a punishment. It says, for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, our power. Right? And this subject to payment, we have this every day, especially going into the word tax. Right? The whole world is being taxed. You have some foreigners that come to America that might be tax exempt, right? But the higher ups don't get taxed, right? And that's a form of servitude, right? Phone bill, car, house payment, right? And what's the next payment gonna be? This digital currency. The Bible been proving itself day after day, week after week, year after year, decade after decade, right? And when you look at all obstacles of movies, TV shows, and courts, the main source that they use to have your hand on the Bible, if you're telling the truth, Salaki, is the Bible, right? When it comes to mockery, why all people in different walks of life, especially when it comes to movies and TV shows, they mock the Bible. We can say Christians because Israelites are the true Christians that follow Hamashiach Yahushai, right? So they make a mockery of the true understanding, the true belief of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, you know? And they not going to be able to make no mockery when the Lord actually comes back. And this payment, this new subject of payment, is going to be a huge tsunami wave, especially for people that's not paying attention what's going on, or even if you don't know. Then when somebody tell you, you're supposed to have a care for this, man, because it's going to hit us like a wave. We see, I guess they got other little precepts of being in captivity, right? Psalms 107 verse 10, such as sit in darkness and in the shadow of death, right? If we don't have this truth, we're really dead, right? But the really the valley of the shadow of death is Psalm 23, is America, man. This is the valley where the dry bones is at, you know. But wherever Israel was at is dry bones until they get the breath of life, which consists of this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, being bound in affliction and iron, right? That iron rod that our oppressors put upon us, right? We can keep on going to multiple verses, right? Let me just go to this one, Salaki. Oh, why is my phone doing that? Well done, Salaki family. I don't know why my phone. Thank you. Limitations. I think it's 5 verse. Do I want 5? Yeah, I want 5, and then I'm gonna get 8. Right. This is Limitations chapter 5 verse 5. Our necks are under persecution. We labor and have no rest. In verse 8, it says, servants have ruled over us. There is none that doeth deliver us out of their hands. The only one that's going to truly deliver us out of our enemies' hands is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, right? And the Lord is already putting the work in by the men, the prophets, man, the apostles, the evangelists, the teachers of his word, right? But the word is getting brought out from the littlest part to the greatest part, the deepest things in the scriptures, 4 corners of the earth, right? This truth is turning things upside down, but it's all Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, right? So going back to the video, I just had to go to that.
On world events. Something is going on in the banking sector. Let's take a look. Cash will soon be obsolete. Will America be ready? To keep their money relevant, many central banks are experimenting with digital versions of their currencies. These currencies are virtual, like Bitcoin, but unlike Bitcoin, which is a private enterprise, they are issued by the state and function much like traditional currencies. China, Japan, and Sweden have begun trials of central bank digital currency. The Bank of England and the European Central Bank are preparing their own trials. The Bahamas has already rolled out the world's first official digital currency. Charted: America's shift to a cashless society. While no country today has fully reached the concept, there are some, like China and South Korea, that have seen widespread adoption of mobile payment platforms and digital wallets. Now, remember that Revelation 13 verse 17 says, "And that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name." When the
Now, because he said that verse, you know, when you look at what the mark is, the M-A-R-K, it's a charagma, incision, verse 18, which goes into an insert, right? A lot of us can't see it. I'm saying a lot of us can't see it. But you have natural Christians that don't even have the level of true understanding, and they see it. And that's just all the Lord. It's just all Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because if it's not enough of the men of the Lord bringing it out, the Lord going to have somebody that might be in the lower understanding level, let alone the Lord got heathens, right? You got either Edomites, you got Africans, you got other people in different nations. And some of them is Israelites too, that's speaking on the MOTB. You got regular Jakes that's bringing out the MOTB, and there's brothers that's in the truth, so-called truth, and they can't see it, right? And I'm gonna bring out some side precepts before he keeps going. First, because of the money, if it's gonna be a digital currency, no more physical money, I had to go to this verse. This is Ezekiel chapter 7 verse 19. It says, "I will cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquities." And it's a double whammy, because you even have some celebrities like Oprah. It's a few that believe that they can pay their way into the kingdom. This one is either he probably was a Jake, where he was telling people, give me a donation to seal your mansion in the kingdom. And people really believe this. You know, we can't pay our way to pay our position in the kingdom, you or for somebody else, right? And you using money under the sun. The Lord didn't establish that money, right? I'm gonna read in the NLT. It says they will throw their money in the streets, because A lot of us is not using silver and gold. So I like how soon as you read the NLT, it says money, because we use paper money. You got the credit card money. A lot of us don't have the gold and silver, right? It says, toss it out like worthless trash. Their silver and gold won't save them on that day of the Lord's anger. It will never satisfy nor feed them, for their greed can only trip them up, right? So you got to talk, we talking about higher class and low class. When the Lord come, none of our money is going to save us. Second, in the top, when this MOTB come, money is going to already be thrown aside. Physical money is going to be thrown aside. It's going to be better to wipe your butt with, or you use it as tissue. You know, it's not about to have any value. And while we're all distracted day by day, you have your the higher ups doing something off the scene you don't know. So I'm gonna try to hurry up because I want to get back to the video, right? And I don't want to make this too long. This is Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1. In the KJV, it says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You have your faith in what you don't see. This is why Colossians 3, you set your affections on things above, right? Because only things down here can just give you a good feeling, unless it's dealing with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. A lot of things that's outside of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is a distraction or it's vanity, right? Especially on this side. Let's get 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 7. It says, for we walk by faith, not by sight. So really, me showing you this video is for you to walk by faith that this is going to happen. Open up your damn book. And if you don't get it, better yet, go to watch videos. And don't just watch one. Oh, let me just watch the MOTB. Soon as you recognize this MOTB thing and you believe, oh man, it's going to be digital, don't just stop there. You know, because all of the United States is going to be destroyed. We don't know the time, but we look at the signs. If you not having yourself cleave to this truth, you're not going to know the signs of the times because you ain't paying attention. You ain't listening. So you're going to be caught off guard. It's a lot of y'all might think, oh, I'm about to buy me a plane ticket and live over here. Guess what? I pray that you're too late. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about yielding to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know? So let's get another one before we go back in there. Let's get a Hebrews chapter 11 again, and let's read verse 6, a key verse. It says, but without faith is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. You got to have faith, and faith is going to cause you to seek him. People, oh, I have faith in God, and you ain't even edifying yourself. To be edified is to be built up. You know, you ain't just staying. There's a lot of us that just have faith just by the word faith. And yourself is not moving in faith. That's what moves you into the action. You know, none of us can come in the truth unless we were called. And you're going to really be doing this and taking it serious because you were chosen. Many are called, but who was chosen? You know, to be chosen, you're going to be in this thing. You're going to be increasing. He's going to increase in you, and you're going to decrease. You know, you're going to deny yourself. You know, these scriptures is holy, man. This whole ministry was way thought of before we came down here, man. Right? So without faith is impossible to please the Heavenly Father. Right? And the Father created His Son to be the author and the finisher of our faith. You know, that's complete love. Just because you don't see everybody right now in the MOTB, it's better to be warned ahead of time so that you can have precaution. Move your household and be like, yo, we got to be thinking about the Lord. because your kids, some kids, teenagers, grown-ups, is going to be upset when that internet cut off. You know, some of them will be upset when they might not be able to play their game or buy VCs for their game. You know, put gas in their car or upgrade in a new car. Some of y'all is gonna look like, man, I can't do this. Let me go take that MARK. Let me get the MOTB. You a sellout and you're finished, right? So let's go back to the video.
Antichrist appears he will be interested in controlling your money. Imagine this. One day, the Antichrist holds a meeting with his demonic group of counselors, and they brainstorm.
How best can we get people to pledge allegiance to us? How best can we get people to take the mark and give us their souls?
One of the counselors says,
Control their money. Humans love comfort. They want to buy homes. They want to buy food. They want to drive cars. These are the things that make most people happy.
The meeting erupts with applause.
Great idea.
The Antichrist says,
We control their money. We control their heart's desires.
Now, here's an article titled, Are We Really Headed for a Cashless Society?
I just want to say something on the side. Antichrist is it could be a person, right? Like how we can look at OT only, that they're an Antichrist, right? Really a person, a group of people, a nation, because the nation of Esau is a opponent against Yahushua, right? A personal opponent of Hamashiach, expected to appear before the end of the world, right? And we had some of our nation. You had the Pharisees, the Sadducees. They had Yahushua killed. That's a form of an Antichrist, because they're an opponent against Hamashiach Yahushua. They're against his ministry. A person or force seen as opposing Hamashiach or a Christian church, right? Who's forcing or opposing the church of Hamashiach Yahushua and Hamashiach Yahushua? These other nations, starting with Esau and you mother-sucking 2/3, man. You know, pastors and all of y'all, you're against the Lord, because now when you teaching a different understanding and you taking the people away into a strong delusion, you're pulling them away from Hamashiach Yahushua. Form or actions of an Antichrist. It says a person or thing regarded as supremely evil or as a fundamental evil or opponent, right? Pharisees, they were a form of that force. That's why the same ones that pierce him, which you can look at Romans that stabbed them, mocked them, spit on them, and then you have Israelites that initiated, crucify this man, right? So it's not just one person. Whoever's speaking, they're speaking in a Christian mind frame, but it's some gems in there that we just take out, and you eat the meat and you spit out the bone, right?
A cashless society is one where all physical money, cash and coins, is totally replaced by digital currency. Now, this article talks about the good and bad when it comes to central bank digital currencies. Just consider the following points which are brought up. Privacy is also a big concern for a CBDC, because the government would know how you spend your digital dollars. The worry is that...
Come on. And if they know how we spend our digital dollars, right now, they don't have full control of looking at the transactions we make. Drug dealers, strippers, and all of that. But they understand how this society, this country in America and other countries is operating because of the banks. What's getting taken out, loans. Then you got fraud going on. You got people that's not paying their loans. All of this traced back to the elites. This is their system. Job 9:24 is in full effect each and every day until Yahushua come. The earth is given to the wicked, and the last ruler is Esau, because he's the borderline of wickedness. And I told you, those are the two major characters, right? So I got to get another precept because I'm over here talking, man. Let's just get this shotgun. Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that followeth. Right? So if Esau is the end, when we look at movies, a lot of us, the movie could be good, but when that end don't end right, like Samuel Wallace said yesterday at camp, you know, some of us be like, man, that movie was trash. The Lord is about to have the best ending on this time because it's going to fulfill prophecy. In the same notion, when all this is done, it's just like what Yahushua saying on the cross, right? Right? Or like how you seen in the Passion of Christ, how he said it is finished. You know, the Lord is going to finish his work. Romans chapter 9, verse 28, right? I want to get one more, man. Let me get another one. Salaki family. This is 1 John chapter 2 and verse 18. Little children, it is the last time, and as ye have heard that anti-Hamashiach, Antichrist, shall come, even now are there many anti-Hamashiachs, whereby we know that it is the last time. So many anti-Hamashiach, many antichrist is rising up through the dirt, man. Many of them. When we always talk about, man, haters, you a hater, Hamashiach Yahushua has the biggest haters. I said one more. I'm still human. What is it? St. John the 15th chapter, verse 18. It says, if the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. Right? While you chilling, willing, and dealing. Like, it's going to be scary times. You know? Man, any woman that's not under a man of the Lord in that time, being under a man is being around him. You're under him as in leadership. But if you're not around him in that day, shit is going to happen. You know, especially if your daughter or your auntie, say if your auntie, she's in this truth and she not with her husband because I don't know where she could be at. A woman is not going to have power in that day. You know, we can go to 2nd Ezra where some women will be alone, but most of them is women that's not even considered of that number. And women that the Lord is calling, they're going to go to the men of the Lord willing, in that city. And it's going to be hard for us to go to another city, you know. And for men, this right here is your power. You should be the first in line to come in this truth, right? The biggest hate is towards Yahushua. I want to be on Yahushua's side, man, because everything he been doing was on point and correct, right? The chosen, guess what? This world is going to hate you because you're with Hamashiach Yahushua. And when you're with Hamashiach Yahushua, they hate him even more. Verse 19, if we were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. We're a target, you know. Without the covering, what really is Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai in the order that is put on the earth, we're done. Jacob trouble is something we ain't never seen, you know. Ain't never seen. And all praises to the Lord that he's going to cover, especially some of you single women. Isaiah 4:1 is going to be on full effect for prideful women or women that think that they can do it on their own and they're independent. Women are going to naturally cleave to the men of the Lord in that day because it's only going to be few, right? And if the Lord not moving you in that direction to be under him, man, may the force be with you. For the ones that is of that number, may Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai force be with you, right? So back to the video, and then we'll close.
That if the government holds your money and knows how you spend it, the government could also restrict your spending or could decide to take your money. Dear listener, the Bible says the spirit of the Antichrist is already at work in this world. Now, do you not think there's structures that are already being put in place that would enable him to take over?
Now, all that little visual stuff, yeah, man, don't, in the spirit is definitely getting real. And the spirit is definitely getting real. How they have their little, you got to know the left hand side and the right hand side is wearing the same clothes, man. They're wearing white robes, right? The left hand side is actually moving in righteousness for Yahweh Shem Shai, because they're showing obedience. No angel on the left hand side is going rogue. All the angels are in a white robe. 1 Kings chapter 22. The Lord will have counsels with the angels on who's going to persuade him to do this, who's going to do that. Make it make sense. Go read it. 1 Kings chapter 22. I think you should really start at like probably 14 or 11, or read the whole chapter. Yeah, read the whole chapter. But this is what I want to close on. This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Because he's saying, let's go back and hear what he said.
At work in this world. Now, do you not could decide to take your money? Dear listener, the Bible says the spirit of the Antichrist is already at work in this world.
So it's saying that the Antichrist is already at work in this world. He been. We just read what an Antichrist is. Anybody that don't believe, or somebody speaking against Yahweh Shai, speaking against this word, you are an enemy. Point blank, period. Right? It's Revelations 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Second, we seen in Job where the devil was going to and fro in the earth. He don't just come and then go and he's not here no more. Matthew chapter 12, verse 43 to 45, it tells you that those left-hand side spirits, those demons that, come within us, having us go off, they'll leave and then come back with 7 more seducing spirits. And that really goes off of what you've been entertaining in the flesh, So the left-hand side, if the left-hand side is still here in the midst, the Antichrist is still here in the midst. Because anything going against, to play in this role, to go against Yahweh Shai, is of the left-hand side of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Everything is orchestrated by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Right? So again, Revelations 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So what we just read, and this been going on since World War II. They've been trying to mash up. Why you think technology grew? Don't just sit there and, oh man, I have the best interest. Nothing can happen in this side of the world and all throughout the world without the elites giving the say-so. No little guy is going to be able to make any running business and is making money, paying taxes, doing this, getting loans, without the elites knowing. Everything, this is their kingdom. If the earth is given to the hands of the wicked, everything is ran by them. And just like a plug selling drugs, you can't just initially just pop up at their house like, nigga, who is you? So it's the same with the elites. We can't just get close to them. You got to really be somebody to be somebody, or they'll send somebody on their behalf. You don't see the top elites in the cameras because they're not looking for fame, right? Fame is for somebody that wants attention. The elites, what the hell they need attention if the world was given to them, man? They got a short time and they've been working since they had power. Psalms 83, Esau is the prime of it, man. And he been working since he been in power. He's studying the Greek in the Rome captivity. Now we in Rome too, but man, we got to do better. So he trying to go out with a blast. In his mind, he might think he's going to rule forever, but he's seeing this truth is rising. Open up your eyes. Faith. Have faith in this. The MOTB is real. It's physical. It is not spiritual. I don't know what BOW and all these other little congregations that's not teaching it, and then trying to say certain things already came to pass that didn't come to pass yet. Right? Men of the Lord is going to die for this truth. And some is going to be enduring all the way until the damn end. Again, Lord willing, you was edified. Again, you can go look up this YouTube page. Eat the meat, spit out the bone. Eat the meat, spit out the bone. Right? Grace for a purpose. With that is your brother Adar Gabar. Shalom, shalom. Yahweh Shem Shai. Bashim Kakodash. Yahweh speed.